Have you ever wondered about the incredible journey of the Cherokee Tribe? Well, it's a whirlwind adventure through time as to the fascinating history of one of the most resilient and vibrant indigenous communities in North America. So, get ready to dive deep with us into the twists, turns, triumphs, and tribulations that have shaped their remarkable history. From ancient traditions to modern-day resilience, this is a story you will want to experience. The Cherokee, an indigenous people of North America, can trace their lineage to the Iroquoian stock. Their origins lie in the southeastern United States, primarily in present-day Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Alabama. Historically, the Cherokee developed a complex society with well-defined social structures, including a council of elders and a matrilineal kinship system. European contact with the Cherokee began in the 16th century, primarily through interactions with Spanish explorers. However, the British established more significant relationships, leading to trade and alliances, particularly during the colonial period. This interaction later evolved into conflict as European settlers encroached upon Cherokee lands, leading to wars and treaties. The Cherokees' interactions with the United States government were marked by complex negotiations, alliances, and ultimately forced removals from their ancestral lands, notably culminating the Trail of Tears. Despite these challenges, the Cherokee people have persevered, maintaining their cultural identity and contributing to American society's fabric. Anthropologists present two primary theories concerning the origins of the Cherokee people. The first theory suggests migration from the northern regions near the Great Lakes, while the second proposes origins in present-day Texas or northern Mexico. Oral traditions passed down through generations offer insights into these migration narratives. According to these traditions, Cherokee ancestors migrated from the Great Lakes region as early as 1500 BC. Over time, these migrants developed a distinct Cherokee language, reflecting influences from Mississippian cultural traditions. By 1000 AD, the Cherokee language had begun to take shape, marking a significant milestone in the cultural evolution of the Cherokee people. These oral histories provide valuable glimpses into the ancient past of the Cherokee Nation, shaping our understanding of their origins and cultural heritage. Cherokee society thrived on agricultural practices centered on cultivating staple crops like corn, beans, squash, and tobacco, complemented by hunting and gathering activities. Settlements consisted of organized villages where communal living was predominant. A matrilineal structure was evident within the social framework, with women assuming crucial roles and responsibilities. Women held authority as household heads, overseeing domestic affairs and often acted as landowners, managing agricultural plots and property. Additionally, women played pivotal roles within the clan system, serving as clan mothers who passed down lineage and traditions to future generations. This emphasis on women's contributions and leadership underscored the Cherokees' deep respect for matriarchs and their recognition of the importance of female guidance and wisdom within their communities. The Cherokee, deeply rooted in their cultural traditions, engaged in religious ceremonies such as the Green Corn Festival and the New Fire Celebration, which held significant spiritual importance within their community. These ceremonies honored their connections to the land, their ancestors, and the cycles of nature. In governance matters, the Cherokee maintained a dual organizational structure, adapting to the needs of peace and war times. This structure reflected their pragmatic approach to leadership and decision-making, with distinct roles and responsibilities for both periods of stability and conflict. Women held essential positions in Cherokee society, particularly during wartime councils, where their voices were valued for their wisdom and perspective. Their contributions to decision-making underscored the egalitarian principles embedded within Cherokee culture, highlighting the importance of collaboration and inclusivity in governance. European contact with the Cherokee commenced in the 16th century, initiated by Spanish explorers venturing into their territories. This encounter laid the foundation for trade relationships, facilitating the exchange of goods between the Cherokee and European settlers. However, along with trade came the introduction of European diseases, which had a profound and devastating effect on Cherokee society, disseminating populations and reshaping traditional ways of life. As European powers vied for control of the Americas, the Cherokee strategically formed alliances with the English, engaging in conflicts with neighboring tribes and rival European nations. These alliances were often complex and fluid, influenced by shifting political dynamics and economic interests. The Cherokees' involvement in regional conflicts reflected their efforts to navigate the changing landscape of colonial power struggles while safeguarding their interests and sovereignty. Through these interactions, the Cherokee adapted new realities brought about by European contact while also asserting their agency and shaping their destiny amidst the forces of colonization. After American independence, the Cherokee were entangled in complex relations with the United States government. The push towards assimilation into European ideals led to internal divisions within the tribe, as some sought to preserve traditional Cherokee culture while others embraced the changes imposed upon them. In the cultural turmoil, Sequoyah emerged as a pivotal figure in Cherokee history. His invention of the Cherokee syllabary provided a revolutionary tool for mass literacy among his people. By creating a written form of the Cherokee language, Sequoyah facilitated communication and enabled the preservation of Cherokee culture and heritage in the face of external pressures. Sequoyah's role in advancing Cherokee literacy and cultural conservation stands as a testament to the resilience and resourcefulness of the Cherokee community amidst a period of profound transformation. The unearthing of gold within Cherokee lands, coupled with President Jackson's enactment of the Indian Removal Act, thrust the Cherokee Nation into a tumultuous era of change and instability. Despite valiant legal battles and efforts to resist relocation, the Cherokee were ultimately forced from their ancestral lands along the Trail of Tears. This tragic event stands as a sad testament to the profound injustice inflicted upon the Cherokee people. The forced relocation not only disrupted their lives, but also severed their deep connection to their homeland, leaving scars that would endure for generations. The Trail of Tears remains a dark chapter in Cherokee history, symbolizing the immense suffering and loss suffered by the Cherokee Nation. However, amid the grief and upheaval, the Cherokee exhibited remarkable resilience and grit, enduring hardships to reconstruct their communities and safeguard their cultural legacy. Despite enduring immense hardships, the Cherokee persevered, maintaining their cultural identity and traditions. Forced removals, wars, and cultural assimilation efforts did not extinguish their spirits. Today, they stand as a testament to resilience, their heritage deeply intertwined within the fabric of North America's indigenous cultures. Through their continued efforts, the Cherokee contribute to preserving and revitalizing their language, customs, and traditions, ensuring that future generations inherit a rich legacy. Their journey, marked by struggle and perseverance, serves as a reminder of the strength of indigenous peoples in the face of adversity. In communities across the United States, the Cherokee's presence is felt, their contributions celebrated, and their resilience honored. As they navigate contemporary challenges, the Cherokee draw strength from their past, forging a path forward while holding steadfast to their cultural heritage. Despite Chief John Ross's objections, a significant portion of the Cherokee land in Georgia was subjected to auctioning in a land lottery. The disputed territory, coveted by settlers seeking expansion in the burgeoning United States, became a focal point of contention. In this backdrop, the Treaty of New Echeta emerged as a pivotal event. This treaty, orchestrated by a faction of Cherokees known as the Treaty Party, signified a crucial decision to relinquish the remaining Cherokee land in exchange for territory in the West. The agreement marked a significant shift in the Cherokee Nation's territorial holdings and future trajectory despite dissent and resilience from Chief John Ross and others who opposed the treaty. President Jackson's ratification of the treaty marked a tragic turning point in Cherokee history, igniting the harrowing saga known as the Trail of Tears. This catastrophic event forcibly uprooted nearly 16,000 Cherokee and other indigenous people from their ancestral lands in the eastern United States. The Trail of Tears epitomized the brutality of forced removals, as families were torn apart and communities disrupted. Overcrowded boats, inadequate provisions, and harsh conditions plagued the journey westward, amplifying the suffering of those compelled to undertake it. Tragically, the toll of this forced migration was immense, with over 4,000 lives lost along the arduous path to the Oklahoma Territory. The Trail of Tears stands as a haunting reminder of the injustices inflicted upon Native American peoples during this dark chapter of American history, underscoring the enduring resilience and indomitable spirit of the Cherokee and other indigenous communities in the face of adversity. After their removal from the east, the Cherokee encountered the formidable task of establishing a new government in the west. This endeavor was challenging as conflicts between various factions arose, necessitating compromise and cooperation. Chief Ross and those who stood by them faced numerous obstacles in creating a unified Cherokee government. The process underscored their new surroundings, intricate governance dynamics, and cultural adaptation. As they navigated these complexities, tensions simmered among different groups within the Cherokee community, reflecting the broader struggles of displaced people seeking to rebuild and redefine their identity in unfamiliar territory. Despite the hurdles, Chief Ross and their supporters pursued unity and sovereignty, striving to forge a path forward amidst the uncertainties of their new reality. Their endeavors would ultimately shape Cherokee history in the West, leaving a lasting legacy of resilience and determination in the face of adversity. After removal, internal conflicts plagued the Cherokee Nation, with factions such as Old Settlers, the Treaty Party, and the National Party vying for control and influence. This tumultuous period has escalated into a civil war, further exacerbating divisions within the community. Amidst the strife, leaders like Sequoyah and Chief Ross emerged as critical figures advocating for peace and unity. Their efforts to bridge the gap between warring factions paved the way for negotiations and reconciliation. Ultimately, the United States government intervened to broker a treaty to resolve internal disputes within the Cherokee Nation. This treaty offered amnesty for past grievances and outlined a framework for cooperation and coexistence among the various factions. By engaging in diplomatic endeavors and demonstrating a dedication to seeking mutual understanding, the Cherokee initiated a journey towards reconciliation and the restoration of their community. In the aftermath of the Civil War, the Cherokee Nation grappled with significant challenges, including the imposition of land allotments and the sale of tribal lands by the federal government. These actions threatened Cherokee sovereignty and further fragmented their already displaced community. Amidst these trials, the formation of the Eastern Cherokee Band emerged as a response to the changing landscape, providing a platform for collective action and advocacy for Cherokee rights and self-governance. This new entity symbolized the resilience and determination of the Cherokee people to preserve their cultural identity and control their ancestral lands. Key figures like William Holland Thomas played pivotal roles in these efforts, working tirelessly to secure land and resources for the Cherokee community. Their endeavors laid the foundation for establishing modern reservations and tribal lands, ensuring stability and continuity for future generations of Cherokee. Despite the hardships, the Cherokee continued to assert their sovereignty and fight for their rights in the face of adversity. In the 20th and 21st centuries, the Cherokee have remained steadfast in their commitment to asserting their rights and safeguarding their cultural legacy. Following a tumultuous history marked by displacement and struggle, the Cherokee community has actively pursued avenues for self-governance and artistic preservation. One significant milestone in this ongoing journey occurred when the Cherokee regained the right to elect their government. After years of being appointed chiefs by presidents, the Cherokee people in Oklahoma were granted the power to choose their leaders, marking a significant step towards self-determination and sovereignty. Moreover, throughout the civil rights movement of the 20th century and beyond, the Cherokee have been staunch advocates for equality and justice, aligning themselves with the other marginalized communities in their fight for civil rights. Recognizing the interconnectedness of their struggles with those of other groups, the Cherokee have lent their voices and support to various social justice causes, further solidifying their commitment to collective empowerment and solidarity. Today, the resilience of the Cherokee Nation is evident in its continued existence as a federally recognized tribe in Oklahoma and North Carolina. Despite centuries of adversity, the Cherokee have persevered, maintaining their distinct cultural identity and sense of community across generations. Efforts to preserve the Cherokee language and cultural heritage remain central to the people's identity and sense of belonging. The Cherokee community endeavors to guarantee the transmission of their traditions and customs to future generations through programs to revitalize their language and educational initiatives focused on cultural preservation. In addition to preserving their cultural heritage, the Cherokee continue to adapt and innovate in response to contemporary challenges. From engaging in economic development initiatives to advocating for environmental conservation, the Cherokee actively shape their community's future while honoring their ancestors' legacy. This was all about the hidden details of Cherokee Tribe. Show your love by your like, subscribe, and comments. See you later in the next video. Cheers!